Briefly, back to the, you mentioned about Pratt & Whitney and, some of the larger defense-related industries in Connecticut. Do you see an opportunity there for a shifting from military use, military services, military production, to green jobs, to sustainable green jobs in Connecticut? Is there a good possibility for that or no?
Well, there's a tremendous opportunity for it, but someone has to drive it. And currently, to be blunt, we have, both in Hartford and in Washington, for the most part, we have very reactive politicians. We don't have people who are proactively driving the issue, in part because they don't understand it and they're not comfortable talking about it, but in part because you don't get a lot of points politically as a politician if you step out and lead and take chances. And so they step back and have focus groups and polling data and figure out what folks want to hear and then tell them that. That's of no interest to me. I'm not a career politician. I don't misrepresent anything to the people of Connecticut. If you look, for example, at Electric Boat, I was conducting a town hall meeting the other night in Avon, and I was saying to people, there's no reason why we can't say, you know what, with regard to wave technology and harnessing the power of waves, which is an existing technology, but in its infancy, there's no reason why we can't look and say, wait a second, as far as people who understand propulsion systems and movement of water and wave technology and wave movement better than anyone out there, it's the core of scientists and researchers around Electric Boat. It's the people that understand submarine technology. Why would we not proactively put together a group of folks from our university system, from our technical environments, from those businesses, and say, you know what, let's begin to develop a prototype wave energy machine so that we can harness that. Enormous dollars in that, enormous benefit for the nation when we can do that successfully. But if no one steps up to lead, if no one has the vision, it will never take place.
Well, it seems like they certainly have the leg up on other businesses that they could certainly make that easier transition to wave technology. It's something that they're already, well, as you say, well versed in, and have a lot of skill in doing, and just adjust it to I guess you're referring to waves, the ocean coming in out of Long Island Sound, and the,
exactly right.
The natural energy involved in that.
That's right.
And a company like Sikorsky, which builds helicopters principally, certainly they might have everything in place, but a few parts of the equation to create wind turbines. And that seems to be, that's going to be a very, very large way of solving energy issues as well as developing jobs for the 21st century.
Yeah, and the fact of the matter is, as you learn in business very early on, all of your ideas, all of your investments are not necessarily going to pan out. But what you have to do is have a portfolio of these things, and you have to drive these issues. If someone doesn't drive these issues, a U.S. Senator from Connecticut, a governor from Connecticut, if somebody doesn't drive these issues, it's never going to happen. And sitting around waiting for stimulus money, sitting around waiting for things to take place, we've been doing that year after year after year. We've lost so many jobs and so many people that that's clearly not the approach we should be taking.
And then we're just building roads, it seems like, with a lot of the stimulus money, which is in and of itself a noble gesture, but doesn't take us necessarily toward a sustainable economy.
But we're also doing something far more dangerous at a state and a national level. We're taking dollars, stimulus dollars, and we're using those effectively as operating budget. And you know from business that you should never combine in your mind or on your balance sheet, you should never be looking at operating capital and confuse that with your working capital. The danger here is that we've got a situation where we're filling a budget shortfall with stimulus money, which simply masks the systemic problems we have in the state of Connecticut.
We're going to stop right there, if we may, but we'll have you back and talk more about those and other issues.
Good.
It's been a wonderful experience, and I've very much enjoyed meeting you. We'll get back together again.
Thank you.
And we had a young man that came in earlier that is one of your volunteers.
Oh, good.
Didn't know you were going to be here.
Good.
We'll get a chance to talk to him after the show, and we'll go from there. This is Progressive Soup. I'm David Stevenson. We have Merrick Alpert, Democratic candidate for United States.